Last time I saw Beatle Bob was in Austin.
In Kansas. Now, look to my right, there's Beatle Bob.
Was he in the Music Machine or Chocolate Watch Band or the Zachary Thanks?
And then I went to a record store in New Jersey, and there's Beatle Bob.
The last time I saw him was in Nashville, and it seems like he's wearing the same blazer every time I see him.
Whatever he has, you kind of want a piece of that. He creates his own aura. It's refreshing, and you kind of feel, it makes everybody feel good.
He was dancing up a storm up there, man. He's a regular Fred Astaire.
I kind of respect people who have a passion and go for it the whole way, and I think he does.
You should dance like no one was watching you, and I think Bob does that.
He is like a ray of sunshine all night long. Seriously.
There's this cat from St. Louis who's around checking out bands. If you're cool and he digs your music, he'll dance.
Who is Beatle Bob? Fans know him as a guy that shows up and dances for bands. Bands know him as a guy who just shows up and dances. Concert goers enjoy his tells and his credentials, and journalists like to debunk all of those things. I met Beatle Bob not long ago at a local venue. Dude showed up like he owned the joint and was just jamming out. Some pointed and laughed, man, but I saw someone that was totally in the now, and I envied the guy. A couple of weeks later, he called me out of the blue, asked me to go to the Americana Festival in Nashville with him, and I said yeah.
My name's Grinner Hester, and I'm going on a road trip with Beatle Bob. Now, I'll start off with the same disclaimer I told my kids when I left. Man, don't be doing this. This is more extreme than picking up like a hitchhiker, man, because I should tell you, we're staying with friends of his who I've never met. So I'm going blindly with a guy I know to have rumors circulating from everything that he's independently wealthy to he's homeless. And I mentioned Beatle Bob asked me to go to the festival with him. At the last minute, he called and let me know he doesn't drive and that I'd be driving, and to pick him up at a local deli. To this day, I don't know where Beatle Bob lives.
They just don't want to, do tiny little segments on it all the time, So they're going to divide it up into different segments, because we do interview different people, and, the character we have in there called Itchy is really crazy and wild.
Now, you are indeed a man of mystery, but a legend nonetheless. Who is Beatle Bob?
Well, first, for the persona of the Beatle Bob moniker, I would say just a music connoisseur, fanatic, always searching for that next big sound, and realizing you can find it just around the corner at any moment, and not depending on any one means of finding the music for you. My 40-hour week job, I'm a social worker, believe it or not. Now, I work on the side though. The music I do is a lot of journalism, music journalism. Write for a lot of out-of-town publications, do the cable TV thing, do some community radio shows on radio,
Yeah.
And but the social work thing I do, work for a place called YES, stands for Youth Emergency Service. Yes, I do a lot of counseling with teenagers, drug abuse, but also family abuse. Kids are being abused by their folks.
And then what else do you do? You write about the shows you see?
Right, yeah, a lot of for internet people, sometimes for out-of-town publications, journalism stuff, interviews with acts, reviews of acts, reviews of CDs, I still go to a lot of festivals. I host a lot of them, and I got to MC Bonnaroo this year. It's a big one in Manchester, Tennessee. 80,000 people a day at that one.
Are those typically paying gigs?
Some of them are paying, the ones I MC host, Yeah.
And what's an MC host at a festival bring down these days?
Well, it depends how big it is, And, excuse me, and who the sponsor is, it all varies on that, what I'm saying? Whoops, you got a phone call. Sorry.
No problem.
Who is this strange, charismatic, name-dropping fool in my car?
Glenn Campbell actually be down here.
Google told me Robert Matonis, but that's not what I was looking for.
So how old are you?
55, believe it or not.
55.
Yeah, stay in good shape. Been a vegetarian for 28 years. Strict vegetarian. Yeah. So I think that's helped, keep me going, keep me in good condition, keep me feeling nice and young.
You don't drink.
Alcohol is something I never had to give up. I just never liked it. To me, it all tasted bitter and sour. Even the milder stuff like champagne or wine, just never went for it. That was something I never had to give up. Just never had a taste for the stuff.
Cool.
Yeah.
Never done even drugs?
Never smoked. I tried my mom's cigarette once right in front of her. Just didn't like it. It burnt my throat. It was like, man, I know it's flavored smoke, but God, how can people smoke? Now, the drug thing I never took as, the scare tactics worked on me,
Sure.
And I thought, man, first of all, I didn't like smoking. If I didn't like smoking, why would I want to smoke marijuana? If I don't like that burning thing in my throat. Drugs, as far as shots, I'm terrified of needles. There are kids who are braver than me going to the doctor to get a shot.
Is dancing your euphoria?
That's my euphoria right there. Dancing, the magic elixir mixed with music,
So what's your streak? How many shows have you seen in a row now?
Well, the streak started Christmas Eve, 1986, and it's still going. So Christmas Eve, actually started this streak Christmas Day. Christmas Eve was the last day I stayed home, 1996. We're right now definitely over the 3,000 days, as far as days. Like I said, it hit 11 years exactly, Christmas Day 2007. Because the streak started Christmas Day 1996.
Now to keep your streak going, if you go to 2 shows on Friday night, can you skip Saturday night?
No.
That's not how it works at all.
No.
And that's just the streak. How many shows do you think you saw before you started that?
Oh my God! Even I would go to a couple hundred a year, even before that. Yeah. Well, I think, Grinner, what I've learned from you on this road trip is your expertise, and I truly mean this in every sense of the word, of editing, video process, and also interview skills yourself.
Driving while running cameras.
Driving while running cameras, yes, which has me in no state of anxiety whatsoever.
We're passing a truck.
That's right.
You're fine with that.
We're on our way to Nashville. No, but I think with my ideas and all the connections I have in the music business between groups, music fans, people in the music industry, and intertwining all of what I know along with your expertise in the field through music videos to TV production, the other facets of the video art dimension, as I should say, I think we make a pretty good team. And I found on this road trip that we communicate real well together, we're on the same wavelength. And I also like the fact that it really gives me a chance to expose my ideas and groups that I think are different facets of music, not just the groups themselves and how good this group is and how good their music is, but how music itself, lyrically and musically, intertwines itself with life through different mores of not just feelings, but social and ethical means as well. So I mean, you put it all together, but don't get me wrong, it would be a fun show.